Hey everyone, it's Aaron Hughes from FuDog Group. I'm coming at you from Panama City, Florida, where I'm on kind of a work slash fun vacation trip and just having a great time. I'm on the beach a little bit, although today it's really stormy, so I am inside my condo. Just doing some work, recording some videos, and having a great time. In this video, I want to talk to you about something that is the case for, I don't know if you can hear that. There's the thunder. It's very stormy out. Okay, I want to talk to you about something that is the case for all of us, something that we all, I think everyone kind of struggles with this a little bit. And I want to give you a way to solve it. So the thing that I think most of us experience at some point in our lives, in both our life and in our business, is putting stuff on our to-do list that we don't love to do. For whatever reason, it kind of comes down to us. And maybe we can outsource it, maybe we can automate it or whatever, but we can't do that for everything. And, for some reason it ends up on our to-do list. And if you're not sure what it is that you don't love to do, I would suggest that the easiest way to identify it is to see what gets carried over from one day to the next. That when you prioritize everything and you work through everything, that this one or two tasks get moved every day. They keep getting pushed back. They keep getting procrastinated on. And there's a good chance that you probably have some kind of blockage in your mind and in your emotions that are keeping you from wanting to do that work. And it could be anything. For me, in the past, it was doing dishes, right? When I was really young, first starting out on my own, Janelle and I were just kind of first married. Dishes did not get done. They weren't fun and they would pile up. So that's one. Another one is when I was a manager a long time ago at a leasing place, I'd have to do ARs, accounts receivable, and I didn't love it. And then another one was when I owned my marketing agency. I found invoicing to be really an administrative hassle for me. So there's three examples. Of course, there's many more, but those are three examples that I'll use in my to show you what I did to solve them. And so my recommendation is when you identify the thing in your life or your business that you are avoiding and procrastinating on and you don't want to do because of some mental or emotional blockage and you're like, I just can't quite get to this thing, then the very best thing you can do is redefine it. Find some aspect that you can love about the work and that you can look forward to. And so for me, dishes, I didn't love it, but then I actually found it to be, they took less time than I thought they would take. And it was just a minute after, I worked real hard and I love just intense work. But the dishes were just a moment of reset for me that I was okay, I'm not working. I can just kind of let my mind roam freely and I can take care of these dishes. And I ended up coming to love dishes. And now I'm I do dishes I have a dishwasher, but I just love kind of just doing dishes and keeping my kitchen clean. And it kind of stems back to that redefinition of what once I thought was a big hassle. It became a reset moment for me. And I really look forward to doing dishes now. And then another example is accounts receivable. That I used to hate doing accounts receivable because, people should pay their bills. I feel like that's an ethical issue. And people who don't pay their bills even after they say they're going to, I feel man, what a deadbeat, right? That's really frustrating to me. And so I really dreaded doing accounts receivable. But then I kind of redefined it. And I'm you know what? I really love talking to people and jumping on the phone. I love the detective work of accounts receivable to track people down. I've been in car chases and I've tracked people down who are very clearly trying to avoid me. And so I started to realize there's lots of things I actually really like about accounts receivable work, like the detective work, midnight repos, which I've done, or just talking to people on the phone and helping them solve a thing so they can kind of get back into alignment with themselves. And so those became things that I actually really enjoyed about receivables. And I ended up like really coming to love receivables and be pretty good at them because I redefined it from something I hated to think something that I loved. And then what was the last one that I mentioned as an example? Oh, doing invoices. I actually didn't solve that one very well. It was an issue for me for a very long time, and it was on my list of things to solve. I was looking for ways to automate it a bit, to outsource it a bit, but ultimately I ended up my work changed, and so I didn't get that one solved. But that is one that I would have tried to find a way to lean into solving. And in retrospect, maybe I could have spent like 5 minutes every day compiling the details of an invoice, because I do kind of like that at the end of the day, clearing my desk. Maybe that could have been part of my clearing the desk, and then like adding the details to an invoice. So instead of me trying to do a bunch of invoices at the end of the month, they kind of stacked up over time. So at the end of the month, I just hit print or whatever. Just thinking out loud. So that was one I didn't solve, but it had the opportunity to be solved in the same way. And you also have things on your list probably that you could solve in the same way, right? You're probably procrastinating on something. There's something you don't want to do in your life or your business. It's just arduous. It just takes time, and for whatever reason, you don't outsource it, or you can't automate it, or whatever. And in those cases, you just need to find a way to love even part of it, and you can turn yourself around and think differently about it and come to really look forward to it and embrace the thing that you once avoided. So that's my recommendation for you. Find the one thing on your list that you've been moving from one day to the next because you're procrastinating on it, and really explore it and break it apart and find, how can I love this? What can I do to make this enjoyable? And I think you can redefine your work and come to love even the things you have been avoiding. All right, everyone. In the comments below, do me a favor and put the one procrastination item that you are going to redefine in your life. I can't wait to see it. Inspire everyone else too with your comment, and I will see you on the next video.